Welcome to the Dr. JJ Thomas Podcast.
What's up, my lacrosse players? This one's for you. You guys are always asking me. You guys are like some of the most dedicated athletes I work with in general. And all of you are like, JJ, I need some stretches. I need some strength work. Please keep me in the game, right? You guys are like drooling all the time for the playtime, and I love it. So this is for you. I have 11 exercises, 5 of which you're gonna do basically daily. They're your vitamins, if you will. They're the ones that are gonna keep you nice and mobile and stabilizing the way you need to and just prevent the compensation patterns that you are prone to as a lacrosse player. The second set is a set of 6 exercises that you can work into your strength routine that you're already doing. It's more of a strength stability program that you'll do twice a week, okay? So the first exercise of the daily vitamin exercises is the Bretzel stretch. So for this exercise, you're gonna come down on the ground. You're gonna take your top leg and grab it with your bottom arm. Then you're gonna take your top arm and reach for whatever you can, a toe, an ankle. You can use a strap if you need to. Grab that foot or ankle, and you're going to separate your legs, like unscissor them. Don't just bend that knee to the butt. I want you to unscissor your leg like that so you get a nice strong hip flexor stretch on the bottom leg. From there, you're gonna lie back and then you're gonna rotate away. And then take a breath, 5 deep breaths. That's how you count that, 5 deep breaths, okay? This top leg is really important because it locks down the pelvis so that you just don't stretch out the back. That'll lock down the pelvis so you get those hip flexors that are so important, okay? Number 2, you guys are so tight in the shoulders. All this cradling you do, running with the stick, even my defenders, you're running with this stick and you end up coming inward and having tight pecs. So the scorpion stretch is for you. You're going to be on the ground. You're going to take one arm, we'll do this side first, put it at 90 degrees. So 90-90 like that. The other arm is gonna be right next to your chest here. Then you're gonna lift this same side leg and rotate it back to stretch this pec here. Long deep breaths, that's how we count. Head looks towards this top arm and breathe. To show it on the other side, 90-90. Here, up, over, stretch. If you don't feel this top arm, you're gonna wanna bring it a little higher then. If you can't get that leg over, don't worry about it. Just do what you can. A lot of you guys are tight in the hips. You might find yourself dangling like this. That's totally fine, just let it dangle. This next one is to help you get out of that flexion pattern again, that flexion rotation pattern. You're gonna find yourself propped on your belly like this. Elbows are gonna be kind of under your shoulders. You're gonna lean to one side, reach across the body, get a nice stretch in your flank here, and then push down through the base arm and draw like a half circle or draw the sun, as I tell people. Alternate sides. Press down, reach, and draw the sun. Bring that arm back under you. Reach, draw the sun. Hips should stay down here. Don't lift everything like this. The hips have to stay down so that you get the trunk rotation that you need to counter all your compensation patterns. The 4th stretch is Frogger. It's a fan favorite because it hurts oh so good. You're gonna be on your hands and knees. You're gonna walk your knees out basically as far as you can, and you want your shins, ankles, and hips to be at 90 degrees. Then you're gonna drop down to your elbows and then push back with your arms to get a nice groin stretch here. The groin is so important. If you have a tight groin, which all of you guys do because of all the rotation you do, it's going to inhibit your abdominal muscles and you will not be able to stabilize all of your power that you need on that field. So this is a key exercise for all of you. With all my stretches, I have you breathe 5 times in and out. That's the hold, okay? One key mistake I see here, people don't have their legs at 90 degrees enough. If you think you're out far enough, but you don't feel this stretch, chances are you need to kick those legs out a little further, meaning kick the feet out that way. And the last exercise is for the mobility, for the vitamins, is backwards bear. You guys have seen this before. You're gonna be up in this A-frame position. Arms are far enough away from your feet that they're up by your ears. Your body's in this A-frame. From here, you're gonna walk forward And really the money maker is backwards. So driving that arm away, straight arms and straight legs. Do not bend the knees. Drive that arm away. That feeds the shoulder stability patterns you need so that you don't break down in your shoulders, which would manifest into other problems along your kinetic chain. So that's the first 5. Those first 5 I want you to do daily, as I said. Essentially a minimum of 5 days a week. Go ahead and just get with your team, do them before practice. Find a time every day that you're gonna do them consistently. For the next 6, these are kind of your strength stabilizers. You're gonna need a band and a ball for these, and maybe a partner. So I got Maddie here. Maddie is one of my faves here. Maddie's actually behind the scenes of a lot of the stuff you see on Instagram. She helps me get all this message out to you. So thank you, Maddie.
Of course.
And she's also an athlete, by the way. So for the first strength move we're gonna do, you might need a partner if you're doing it on a field. Otherwise, you can tie the band to like a door or a machine at the gym. Maddie, I'm gonna ask you to hold the band for me. These I call Gladiators. They're one of my favorite moves. Essentially you're just gonna hold the band on this one and then we'll alternate if we're doing them together, essentially. So she's gonna hold it super tight, and then the inside leg is gonna be forward. The back leg is in this like staggered stance, I'm getting ready to run position. And then you're gonna be far enough away that this band is gonna pull me into rotation. This arm is gonna come up just so that it honestly gives me better trunk control. And then I'm gonna drive this as far as I can away and then come back. So it's a trunk rotation exercise. It reminds me of like something a gladiator would do to pose. That's why I call it the gladiator. So that's it, but make sure you're getting that hip hinge here and really letting that band pull you into rotation. And then posterior chain is fired up as you pull and rotate away from your partner. Thanks, Maddie. So that's the first one. The next one, you just need your good old trusty lacrosse ball. You're gonna be in a plank position, okay? Core tight, no core down here. I want it nice and tight. And then you're gonna drop the ball at a 90-degree angle. Lots of these. Eyes are looking at it because your eyes are tied to your paraspinal muscles, your erector spinae. So go as fast as you can. Here's a head-on view. 90-90. Don't let the ball be way down here. It's gotta be up here. Drop and catch, drop and catch, drop and catch. You're gonna do like 40 of those per side, because the goal here is to wake up that rotator cuff and do it in a plank position so that the rest of our core is awake as well. Okay, for this next one, we're both gonna come down to a kneeling position. And the inside hand is gonna grab the band. Good. Maddie, pull this band with your elbow in to your stomach. Great. From there, straighten the arm and don't let it lose its target on the belly button. And then just hold it. So we're essentially fighting each other here. I like to have my other arm active so that it's engaged and present. If one of us starts winning or losing, we need to make sure we're keeping each other honest. Or if it's too hard to do both of you at the same time, we could focus on one and focus on the other. But essentially the goal with this Palloff press hold is to just keep this hand in midline with a straight arm, nice and active in this tall kneel. The way to count for this is 5 breaths in and out. Okay, for this next exercise, you're going to need a prop. You can either use a nice heavy water bottle, or if you're at the gym when you're doing this, you can use a plate, works really well too. A 5 or a 10-pound plate is plenty. This exercise is tricky, so take your time with it and be kind to yourself. Don't get frustrated, you're gonna have a hard time balancing, likely. What you're gonna do is an RDL position, so a Romanian deadlift, single leg. You're going to take the plate or the water bottle from this position, and you're gonna stretch it outward into an RDL. From there, you're gonna keep your arms by your ears, rotate, look under your arm, rotate, look under your other arm, and then stand. If you can't do the rotation, you can regress it to just out and back. And out and back, and work towards that rotation one. You're gonna do 3 to 5 per leg on this one. So for the last exercise, you can grab a partner or you can tie a band to an object like a bench or a fence. We're gonna come up into a Copenhagen plank. I have Maddie going closer to her knee to show the compensation. If your hips are dropping, then you're gonna wanna go closer to your knee so you can perform the move well. Here we go, go ahead up, good. Knee comes to in front of the hip, good. Lift it and row, good. So you can row 3 and then hold it for me. You can come down if you want while I row. So come on down and just hold it for me while I row. And you want to get some good tension on the band when you row so that you're challenging your rotational stability as well. Like I said, if your hips are really dropping here, you can modify by going closer to the knee here and holding it like that and then rowing. One cue you want to make sure is that your elbow is under your shoulder, not beyond your shoulder out there. So that's it. It seems like a lot, but if you break it down well, it's easy to do and easy to incorporate into what you're already doing with training. So the 5 exercises, 5 days a week for your mobility and for injury prevention and basically preventing compensation patterns. And then the 6 exercises that are more strength-based, stability-based, you're going to aim to do those twice a week. You can still work them into doing them right before you practice. You can do them any time of day you want. Just get them in.